with meteorologist Dan Tomassone.
All right, so we have radar very active to the west. This will slide in over the next several hours. Now, here's the good news so far. What I'm seeing on radar is moving rather than staying stationary, but we're not out of the woods yet based on the amount of rain that we got in some areas yesterday. So let's zoom in and show you what's happening with this particular line. This is the cold front that has to come through later today. There's obviously some lightning, the potential some gusty winds, but again, the biggest threat here locally is another repeated round of heavy rain on top of what we already had yesterday. There will be a severe thunderstorm watch at any moment. I think in the next hour, maybe even less, we could see that watch based on their confidence, the Storm Prediction Center, of some gusty winds with what develops here today. Again, we saw some wind gust damage in Carlisle, but the bigger threat was the heavy rain. Here is Boiling Springs. Not much happening at the moment. For your lunch break, for anything over the next hour or so, things should be dry. As we start to approach, I'd say 2, 3 o'clock, our western counties will be getting some rain. Beautiful sunshine here over Hummelstown. Hummelstown and Hershey were just on the outside of some of the heaviest rain last night. Now, the 2 inches of rain is still pretty heavy, but it's not the 3, 4, 5, or 6 inches of rain that fell over parts of Lebanon and Lancaster counties. Here's E-Town. There was some street flooding there that was reported. So again, today, street flooding issues, poor drainage areas. Keep an eye on that. The river here in Wrightsville, things are relatively calm. Again, the rain was so localized that the rivers are relatively unimpacted at this point. Temperatures 85 in Harrisburg, 85 in York, mid-70s to the west where there are clouds and showers. I still think we make a run at 90 degrees today just based on how warm things started overall. And this dew point's quite healthy too. So there's still a lot of moisture to work with in the atmosphere as we look ahead. So again, highs today, upper 80s to near 90 degrees. We slide back into the mid-70s tonight, still very, very muggy. Keep in mind, as we approach, say, the next couple of hours, our western counties get hit first. Showers, thunderstorms, some of which are heavy, and then the eastern counties see it by evening. Now, this isn't as intense as yesterday, at least in this model guidance, but based on what happened yesterday, we have to keep watching conditions and seeing what happens in terms of rain totals. Again, something we're paying very close attention to in each different model run that we're getting. Perhaps a ½ inch to an inch of rain in some of the hardest hit areas, but even as much as 2 or 3 inches, which would be very problematic. After this, good news is things are relatively dry. We get out of this very slow-moving storm pattern, and instead, the slow-moving weather is beautiful weather. Back to sunshine, more warmth heading into July 4th and the weekend too. Great pool weather, great firework weather. So be patient today. Use caution today if you're out and about, especially in those areas that were hit hard overnight. Again, we will pass along any watches and warnings that we get.
Perfect. Thank you so much,
Sure.
Dan. Don't forget to keep that ABC 27 weather app handy.
Always a good thing to have.
Yes. Stay with us. We will be right back.